WL20 cable fault prelocator. LP30, 2 cable fault location power. Operation demonstration. 1. Introduction to instruments and accessories. WL20 main unit. Low voltage pulse cable. Pulse current cable. Grounding cable. Pulse current coupler. Charger. LP32 locating power supply. High voltage output cable. Protective grounding cable. Discharge rod. Discharge rod grounding cable. Power cord. 2. Confirmation of information for the cable to be tested. Verify that the cable to be tested is powered off. Ensure all 3-phase conductors at both ends are isolated and floating. 3. Low voltage pulse method. Used to measure total cable length, open circuits, joint locations, and low resistance fault distances. Ground the WL20 unit chassis. Connect the low voltage pulse cable to the WL20 signal port. Attach the red clip to the target cable core. Attach the black clip to the cable ground or another phase core. Press and hold the power button to turn on the unit. Set the measurement range to 1.2 to 1.5 times the cable length. Set the velocity of propagation to cross-linked cable, 172 meters per microsecond. In system settings, use Gain Plus or Gain Dash to adjust the gain to around level 3 to 5. Press the Test button to obtain the low voltage pulse waveform. Use the black knob to adjust cursor position. Press the knob to switch between red-green cursors or move them directly via the touchscreen. Position the green cursor at the first inflection point, where the initial waveform rises. Position the red cursor at the inflection point of the reflected waveform rise. 4. Pulse current method. Used for testing high-resistance cable faults. Requires the WL20 and the LP32 cable fault locating power supply. Ground all non-test phases of the faulty cable. Leave the test phase floating. Connect one end of the protective grounding cable to the protective ground terminal and the other end to the system ground. Connect the discharge rod to its grounding cable and the other end to the system ground. Insert the high voltage output cable into the device's output port. Attach the silver alligator clip to ground. Attach the black clip to the cable ground. Attach the red clip to the faulty phase cable core. Connect the protective grounding cable. Connect one end of the pulse current cable to the WL20 signal port and the other end to the fault locating power supply, coupling output. Set the measurement range to 3 to 5 times the cable length. Set the velocity of propagation to cross-linked cable, 172 meters per microsecond. Set the gain to level 3 to 5, then press Test. Turn on the LP32 power switch. Indicator light should illuminate. Confirm the operation mode is set to Pulse. Rotate the emergency stop knob clockwise to release it. Press the HVON button. Slowly turn the voltage, adjust knob clockwise to increase voltage. Observe the voltmeter for a significant needle kickback, accompanied by a clear arcing sound from the unit sphere gap, indicating the fault point has broken down. A pulse current waveform will be captured. If the pulse current waveform is not ideal, readjust the measurement range and gain. Then press the Test button to update the waveform. Proceed to analyze the pulse current waveform for the fault location. Place the green cursor at the start of the waveform's descending edge. Place the red cursor on the bulge immediately before this descending edge. The fault distance, 79.12 meter, will be displayed. Quickly rotate the voltage adjust knob counterclockwise back to 0. Then press the emergency stop knob. Turn off the power switch and disconnect the power cord. Safely discharge the cable using the discharge rod, first through its internal resistor, then directly. Power off the WL20 main unit and disconnect all cables.